Welcome, one and all, to episode 1 of my Icarus series. This series is dedicated to making Icarus cannons. I'm going to explore all the science behind how Icarus cannons work, what makes them tick, what's the best, where to put them, and overall everything there is to possibly know about Icarus cannons. I will hopefully find out and explain in these videos. So this is episode 1, and I'm going to show you guys the basic Icarus cannon. This is Icarus cannon Mark 001. It is the most basic Icarus cannon you can have. So before I get into everything, let me explain for the people who do not know what an Icarus cannon is and why you would use it. First off, this map is Airship Battles by Dewtroid, link in the description, and it is a PvP style map called Destroy the Core. Very popular kind of PvP style map. Here you go, the objective is to leak the lava out of that core. Pretty straightforward. Two teams, you have the blue team and the red team, and then they fight. And obviously there's this big gap here, right? And you can just bridge across using shift, and that is very popular. So I'm introducing the Icarus, which has been around for a while but has recently flourished. My friends and I have experimented, and we have discovered viable ways of using the Icarus, and possibly the best designs, the best and most compact. So I'm here to showcase them and help you guys learn. So instead of building bridges across, our cannon, instead of shooting TNT, shoots people across for easy transport. Alright, well, before I get into anything more, let me show you how it works. Okay, so as you can see, you load up the 6 TNT here. You can actually do it with 5, but Icarus can be a bit flimsy, a bit unpredictable at times, so it's best to always put 1 extra TNT in there just in case. So we're going to go with 6. Basically, this is how it works. Stuff on the pressure plate sets the TNT off. Get in the block to take less damage. And you are shot over. Easy as that. Easy as that. Alright, now to explain it and show you guys how to build it. Okay, first thing first. So, obviously, a cannon, usually shoots TNT, and you need a propellant. So this is basically a trough cannon type design. You step on this, and it should ignite all the TNT that is lined up against it, which would then, and then you hit the button here, which would light TNT over here. When this explodes, it uses the energy stored in there and propels the TNT over to the other side, where it explodes and does damage to the enemy ship. Pretty straightforward. So what the Icarus does is it harnesses the energy there, and instead of propelling TNT forward, it propels the boat forward, which the player is in. And we use boats here because it is easier to get lined up, and it is it's safer. Lines you up correctly, and it's definitely a lot more reliable. You can do non-boat Icaruses, but that will be for later videos. So, in Icarus, there are a couple fundamental parts here which I would like to point out right now. Fundamental part is this. This is called the base. This is where the propellant is going to be put, where you are. That is going to propel you forward. You need a trigger. In this case, it's a pressure plate, which would send a redstone signal, igniting all the TNT. This is the loading platform, where you put your boat, and where you hop into your boat and are launched. The base can be loaded from anywhere from 6 TNT to 28 TNT, depending on the Icarus you are going to be using. The loading platform usually consists of just these 4 half slabs, though it can be longer or larger depending, again, on what kind of Icarus you are building. But this is the standard. And this is the smallest Icarus that you will pretty much ever see, and the least complicated. Boat physics do change from single player to multiplayer, so be aware that this will not work in single player. It will work, but instead of going to the other side, you'll probably land up there somewhere. Don't ask me why it's different in multiplayer or single player. That's just the coding. So, you load it up like that. Put your boat down. Switch to survival mode, because you cannot be propelled in creative mode. Here, I'll show you. Just to demonstrate for those unbelievers there. Sad. Must be in survival mode. Put the boat there. Oops. Can't pick block that. Hold on a sec while I grab another boat. There we go. So when I'm in survival mode, you just trip on that, sets all the TNT off in the base, go into the loading platform, get in the boat, and I'm shot across. And again, this is under ideal conditions. In a PvP match, you are going to be shot at, so the best way to load up a boat is you wait a little bit. Let me heal myself. Is you set it off, you wait a little bit, right until it's about to explode, then you get in. That way enemy archers don't have a chance to hit your boat. And I'll show you what enemy archers can do to your boat, and it can be devastating. So be aware, this can happen. So, oh, you see somebody Icarusing, you just aim at their boat. Oh, let me actually hit it. The boat's gone. It destroys the boat. One arrow destroys boats. Very important when Icarusing, because you are going to be shot at. You are going to be a target. So very important. Set off your TNT, wait a couple seconds, place your boat, get in just at the last minute so you can launch over without being hurt. Otherwise, if you stand here, I'll show you what happens. Let's say my boat was just destroyed just as I was about. That's what happens. Not very good, if you ask me. Okay, so let me show you how to build this thing. Very, very simple design. Take out these two blocks, put your 4 half slabs, make a 4x2 area enclosed by regular wooden blocks, line it with redstone, and make sure you have a redstone power source here, pressure plate, button, whatever, that sets the TNT off, all equally at the exact same time. Put your water there, and this is very important, guys, in a PvP setting or in any setting. Remember to make sure you put a block over your water source if you're in a snow biome, because otherwise your water can freeze, and when you ignite it, it could freeze at the exact wrong time and blow everything up. Very careful. And that is exactly how you build it. Again, another demonstration. Wait for it to go. Bam. Perfect. Again, I'll demonstrate it with 5 TNT, but as I said, Icarus can vary depending on your internet connection, so to the server, server latency, etc. So this is under ideal conditions. You can do it with 5 and you land almost perfectly with less damage. Now, some fundamentals about Icarus. The TNT damage really does not affect you too much. With diamond armor, PS, get the best armor your map offers before attempting this. You can do this with leather armor. I have done it before, but it's definitely a lot safer if you have diamond or iron, or pretty much diamond though. What really kills people is the fall damage. Yes, the fall damage is what really gets people. Most Icarus cannons, and a lot of them, end you up around this height, and then you fall and you die. Not good. There are a couple ways to negate fall damage, and I will show you them right now if I'm able to pull them off. If you fall from the correct height, no, that didn't work. Heal. Let me try that again. If you fall from the correct height, You hold down right click and spacebar. Still not getting it. Anyway, if you hold down right click right below you and you hold down spacebar, you can negate all fall damage. It is hard to do, as I just demonstrated, but it is possible, and that might be something you want to look into when you are Icarusing. So this is Icarus Mark 001. Helps you get to the other side. And you can place the boat on this side. Don't forget I forgot about that. Don't think I forgot about that. That's what I wanted to say. You can place it on this side, and you're obviously going to go more right. See? If you place a boat here, you will get different results very drastically. Because you are closer and you're actually more above the TNT, you are going to go higher up and not as far forward. So let's watch. This is not what this cannon is designed for, by the way. This is designed for getting people across, but it can, if positioned correctly, actually get you up there too. Let's see if that works with this one. It may. So if you place it there, so this can get you up depending on the situation you are in. You may actually want to go up, and also depending on the map. Perfect. Beautiful. Not its original intent, but it does do the job. So this is Icarus Mark 001. Use it to get across gaps like this. Remember to place your boat down at the last second and get in. Otherwise archers may get you. Be aware that the more TNT, the faster you're going to go. Some servers may call you hacking, so beware of that. The closer you are, the higher you're going to go up, and not as fast. The higher you're going to go up. The further away you are, the more straight you're going to go, and the faster you're going to go. This is the base. This is where all the propellant goes. Make sure all the propellant ignites at once so you get a nice clean burst. This is the platform. This is the usual platform, the loading platform. Remember to cover up your water so it doesn't freeze. Oh yes, you are going to be a target. It'd be helpful if you were in a group team that you have a buddy just shoot people down for you so you are not distracted. And I think that is all I have to say for this episode. This is a good introduction to the Icarus cannon with the Icarus Mark 001. See you guys next time for a look at another Icarus. Haven't decided which one I'm going to show you. Have a good one, guys.